know that feeling you get when you give the perfect present to someone and you watch how their face lights up? The person who received the gift is so happy, and you feel so good knowing that you brightened someone's day. Well, donating to a great charitable foundation like the Women's Health Initiatives will make you feel that good. Are you looking for something to support a great cause, helping people and feeling good? Well, guess what? I've got the organization for you, Women's Health Initiatives Foundation. You know, the Greek philosopher Aristotle said, quote, that the essence of life is to serve others and to do good. Bringing generosity into your life and giving to a charitable cause increases your happiness. It can result in better physical health, and it increases your positive mental health outlook. Welcome to the Women's Health Initiatives Foundation podcast. My name is Pam Gross. We are going to talk today about the business of doing good and talking with someone who is doing good in the world. The founder and executive director of the Happy Hormone Cottage and the founder of the Women's Health Initiatives Foundation, Lynn Hogrefe. Lynn, thank you for taking the time today to talk about your Women's Health Initiatives Foundation.
Thanks so much, and thanks for having me. It's near and dear to my heart, so I'm really happy to help shine a light on what we're doing to promote good in the world.
Yep, and I know that the foundation is on a mission to empower women and to guide them to the truth about natural options which can prevent, treat, and defeat cancer. This foundation, much like your business, Happy Hormone Cottage, was founded to change and save the lives and to empower women through wellness. And I know, Lynn, you are definitely on a mission to educate women. So will you share with us what motivated you on this path and how this journey has led you to creating the Women's Health Initiatives Foundation?
Sure. It seems like everything in my life I do I fill a gap where it's just from a place of authenticity and truth. And so my husband, Jeff, and I were actually at a anti-aging conference in Florida about a decade ago. 2013, 2014, almost a decade ago. And we heard this amazing speaker, Dr. Mark Rosenberg. And he talked about the journey that cancer has taken over the past 40 years. And in a nutshell, his mother, he was an ER doctor working in Florida. And his mother came to him in the ER room one day and found out she had just been diagnosed with full-blown cancer. And she was given about 2 weeks to live. I mean, what a shock, what an ice bath of shock that was. And so he stopped working and he immersed himself in this whole mission of trying to save his mother's life, or at least extend her more than 2 weeks, her lifespan of more than 2 weeks, and give her a better quality of life than he knew she'd get if she just had full-blown chemo and radiation, whatever they're going to try to do to save her life. And so he recognized it in that journey that this is about a decade ago, that over the past 40 years, that only the cancer patient's life had only been extended about 2 or 3 weeks. And he thought this is not acceptable. So he was able to throw everything in his mouth but the kitchen sink, anything he could think of, and he was able to extend her life 11 months and make it 11 months of quality and not suffering and pain. And so when she passed away 11 months later, he threw himself into trying to figure out a way to make cancer a chronic disease and not a death sentence. So and I always get choked up at this part because, again, it's authentic and it's so meaningful. But one time after the conference, I said, Dr. Rosenberg, I'm starting this foundation and I would love to partner with you. I feel like my heart is telling me to work with you. And so he said, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. So he said, I've got this initiative already started called New Hope for Cancer. I would love you to help you raise money for my endeavor with New Hope. So I said, absolutely. So I came back, met with a lawyer, started my foundation the right way. We dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's and got up and running with it. I think it's the IRS, right? And then we got everything up and running and correct. And I got a foundation board. And it's just been a great journey of love and hope the past 8 or 9 years. What makes our foundation different is really important. So I'll talk slow. Every dollar we bring in that we raise goes right to our initiatives. My husband and I, Jeff, pay for every single paper clip, every sheet of paper, every ink cartridge. We pay for my executive director, Kelly Brown's salary, so that every dollar raised goes right to the initiatives. And so that's Dr. Rosenberg. So he can save a life or 2 or 3 or 4 or dozens. And then it goes to our grant program that we began to help people around the country and locally try to find some other ways to work maybe with their oncologist outside the realm of standard of care to help extend their life with a higher quality, like getting a thermoscan or drinking special Kangen water or getting holistic health coaching through Kelly Brown, who's certified as a holistic cancer coach, or even my favorite, is paying for a consultation with Dr. Rosenberg over the phone or over Zoom if they can't go to Boca Raton, Florida. So he can work with them as well to help them figure out a way to extend their life with the highest quality they can. So that's kind of in a nutshell how I met him and how I began. It's probably been one of the best things I've ever done, because what's more important than saving a life, right? I can think of nothing.
Yeah, and Lynn, if you really think about it, I don't think that there's any of us out there whose lives have not been touched by cancer in some way or another. We've either known someone, maybe ourselves, maybe we've had cancer or whatever. So this is an extremely important research and work that Dr. Rosenberg is doing. And I think it's interesting that you were talking about him in terms of the fact that you're looking at innovative therapies and innovative things in a very different kind of way. And in addition to that, I like the fact that you also have that arm of your foundation that is that grant program that helps fund holistic programs and allows women to be able to kind of think outside the box of normal standard care. I think this is just really, really important. And I think that people, as they go on your foundation, and by the way, please do go on to the foundation's website. It is womenshealthinitiatives.org. And please donate, because this is a really, really great foundation. It's a really great cause, and it really can help a lot of people. And I do know that one of the things that you always talk about is the fact that you can look at giving someone a pill or having radiation and having surgery. Sometimes those aren't the only answers to the disease. And I think that that's why I love your story about Dr. Rosenberg's mom, because that kind of shows that. It's really important that people understand what the foundation is and the work that you're doing. And God bless you for it, Lynn, really. I think another thing, and I want to emphasize this, and you did this in the beginning, where you talked about 100% of your donations all the proceeds go to the foundation. And I think that's really important, because I know nowadays when people give money to charitable causes, one of the first questions they typically ask is, okay, if I give you $1, how much of that dollar is actually going to the actual cause? And so everyone out here understand that if you give the dollar to the foundation, the dollar goes to the foundation.
I don't know of any other foundation that does that. There's always administrative costs, but Jeff and I absorb them from our company because we want to walk our talk. And if we don't support our own foundation, how can we ask anybody else to do that?
Exactly. So
we give a lot of money, and we just want to help save lives. And I know there was a 48-year-old lawyer in Lexington, Kentucky, a couple of years ago that needed help. And so a lot of the innovative things Dr. Rosenberg does are not covered by insurance. Insurance will pay for, the chemo and radiation. And those aren't always bad. I mean, they can be effective, but they can also do a lot of harm to the body. So we'd like to support Dr. Rosenberg and provide monetary assistance so he could save this lawyer's life with the things he wants to bring to the table as well. And by the way, Dr. Rosenberg does also spend his own money as well, but he's got to pay the bills to keep the lights on in his office as well. So we work together to partner to help bring the best quality of care we can. And this lawyer is thriving and having a great life right now. And I just can't think of anything better, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to urge everyone, please go on to the website, womenshealthinitiatives.org. You also have a Facebook page, I believe, Lynn. You can go on the Facebook page, and also check out Lynn's business, Happy Hormone Cottage, as well. Lynn is called the warrior of women's wellness for a reason, and you run a really, really great business, and the foundation is just merely an arm of the good work that you are doing. So, Lynn, I just want to thank you for everything that you're doing to help women. You truly are a women's warrior of wellness, and you are changing the world, and you are inspiring others. And I want to say thank you for that. And everyone, please check out the Women's Health Initiatives Foundation and go in there. They have a really nice website. You can read about the founders. You can read about the research. It's very, very interesting. I hope that you will find this to be something that's worthy of your donation. And I please encourage everyone, please donate and serve others and do good in the world.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.